Welcome back, everyone. Yep, it's me, Iron, this week, filling in for Nolar. You might be wondering why I'm hosting in his place for today's episode. Well, I'll tell you. Basically, he did me a solid to give me this fancy schmancy laptop for a discounted price. And your boy's broke. So, to pay off my debt to the great Gacha whale himself, I've been washing his cars, doing laundry, making sandwiches, giving him my mom's credit card for summons, and most importantly, I'll be co-hosting a lot more on Gacha news in the future. As always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date on everything we do here at 5-9. Now, my crippling debt isn't going to pay off itself, so let's get into this week's news. K-Lab announced on its official Twitter page that Bleach Brave Souls will have a launch on the PS4. The game originally released for JP in 2015, coming out worldwide a year later. With more than 5 years under the game's belt, it's seen solid success, reportedly having over 55 million downloads and being available for 148 countries and regions. Currently, there is an exact date for when the game will come to PS4, but K-Lab has given the window of release to be sometime in 2021. Depending on how the game transitions, it could be possible for other Gacha titles to make their way to consoles in the future. Dragon Ball Legends on the PS5, anyone? No? Just me? Okay, moving on then. Popular Korean webtoon series Solo Leveling will be having a mobile game and film adaptation, but since, we're Gacha news, I'll be sticking strictly to the mobile title. And on that end, I'll be honest, there really isn't too much to say. The only thing confirmed about the mobile game is that it'll be developed by Netmarble, responsible for developing games like Marvel Future Fight, King of Fighters All-Star, and even BTS World. Netmarble is known to make a decent game, but they've been criticized for making certain titles feel like you need to pay to win. Only time will tell if Soul Leveling's mobile adaptation will go in the same direction as well. As of now, there's no word on when the game will release and for what regions. That being said, the film is surprisingly being shot by a production company in the US. So, maybe the game will see a possible global release down the line. Last Cloudia is celebrating its 2nd anniversary, and you know what that means. Goodies galore. First off, there will be a daily 10-time summon that can be done up to 22 days. There will also be a unit guaranteed semi-limited banner during the celebration. Just by signing in, players will be rewarded with enough gems to do a 10-time summon instantly, with even more gems on the way. If players complete a couple missions, they'll also be able to get a semi-limited unit guaranteed via a special ticket. With all these summons, players will definitely want to level up their units. Well, don't worry. A potion that max levels a character will also be thrown in during the celebration. The end of the first story for the game just wrapped up, so if you're looking for a new game to play, now's a good time to start, with plenty of content to go through and a ton of freebies up for grabs. Last Cloudia is a fantasy RPG that features collectible characters in a pixelated style. The game is available for Android and iOS for JP and global. Disgaea RPG recently released for global to great success, but not without its fair share of issues. Just a few days ago, the game suffered from a server rollback, causing players to lose progress grinding, reincarnations, and even pulls on gachas. While attempting to fix this, the game was left live, causing yet another rollback. It wasn't all bad though. Players were eventually given back everything they had lost and received 60,000 nether quartz and 5 AP potions as compensation. The only players that really suffered were the ones that made accounts when the issues occurred. They unfortunately would have to make another account, but would still be granted the same compensation. Although not a very good look for the game, the players overall just got free stuff in the end, so all's well that ends well, I guess. Hopefully, the developers can move past this incident and keep the game in a healthy state. Disgaea RPG is available on Android and iOS for JP and global. Genshin Impact is going to be receiving a next-gen upgrade for PS5. This comes along with the game's 1.5 update that will give the PS5 version of Genshin enhanced visuals and performance. The update is also going to be adding new quests, characters, enemies, and even the ability to make a home for the traveler. The new summonable characters coming will be Eula, a 5-star Claymore-wielding Cryo user, and Yanfei, a 4-star Pyro Catalyst user. Don't sweat, fellow fish. 4-star character Diona will be available for free upon completing an event during the update as well. Looking for a new challenge? With the new update, you're in luck. 3 new bosses will be added along with the update, including a Cryo Hypostasis and Dragon Spine, the Abyss Lector, who will be in, the Abyss, that wields both Electro and Hydro powers. Last up is Azdaha. And even though it sounded like I just sneezed, Azdaha is the name of the new Weekly Trounce domain boss that has the ability to alter the terrain surrounding him and use multiple elements. Players skilled enough to defeat him will be given new rare rewards. I'm personally hyped for this update. I haven't played Genshin in a minute, but with the PS5 upgrade, best believe I'll give it another go when this update drops next week on the 28th of April. Genshin Impact is available on PC, PS4, PS5, and Android and iOS everywhere. Mahjong Soul is having a collaboration with Kakagiri starting today. The crossover event will feature skins for the characters of Mahjong Soul based on Kakagiri. There will be collab decorations players can obtain that are viewable while playing a game of Mahjong. Cosmetics and collectibles aren't the only things coming though. Here are the exclusive characters making their way in the collaboration. Yumiko Jibami, Mary Satome, and Madiri Ikishima. If you're unfamiliar with the game or Mahjong, don't stress it. The game promises that its tutorials are easy to grasp, so you'll be matching off with the best of them in no time. Mahjong Soul is available for Android and iOS on JP and Global. The event will be playable on both versions. And for my last story, Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent is getting a collaboration with Bravely Default during its half anniversary. You heard that right, gachas are getting half anniversaries now. Even though it may be cheating, a couple extra freebies before the actual anniversary never hurt anybody. Anyways, the crossover event starts along with the anniversary on the 28th. So far, 4 Bravely Default characters were announced. The first being Elvis, who will be a playable character with his own story. Adele will be added as a guide. For the other 2 characters, nothing has been revealed at this point. It's speculated that the 2 will be Agnes Oblige and Idea Lee, but this has yet to be confirmed. For those unaware, Champions of the Continent takes place in the same world as the original Octopath Traveler, but set years before. Players can even come across the characters from the first game, but mainly the storyline follows the seminal units in the mobile title. The game is a free-to-play RPG with the same art style that made the original Octopath stand out. It's available to play on Android and iOS for JP with no word on a Western release at this time. And that's it for me this week. Now to throw it over to my man Sly to wrap things up.
Thanks, Iron, and welcome back. It's Super Zombie time on Dragalia Lost. Yes, believe it or not, Dragalia is having a rerun of the Halloween banner. This time, all Halloween units are rated up. This includes popular characters such as Halloween Mim, Halloween Ellie Sand, and Halloween Lowen. Even while being a base 4-star, Halloween Lowen is still one of the most sought after flame staff units in the game. Being sleep res, he is able to negate the sleep bombs that spawn during Volk, and his skills both heal allies, with his S1 increasing strength for allies, and his skill 2 increasing the overall HP of the allies for the remainder of the battle. We also have the final event battle for the current rotation of the Trials of the Mighty, Zephyr. With this, you can receive the Convictions and Devotions to unlock Galaranzel's Mana Spiral. Alongside both of these events, there is also the Time Attack event for Tartarus. With this, you can receive up to 136k Eldwater and 48 million rupees. Pokemon Masters is getting Tornadus for the next Legendary Arena event, meaning you cannot get Tornadus to drop, but you can still receive decent rewards such as potential tickets, gems, and gym leaders nodes. Tornadus cannot be inflicted with any status conditions other than paralysis, which will weaken it. Electric types such as Zekrom, Raichu, and other various electric type sync pairs will be your best bet at clearing this legendary event. A reminder that you can use up to 30 different sync pairs, which is 10 teams, for each difficulty, and the sync pairs reset after each clear. Fairy Tail Guildmasters has reached over 20,000 pre-registrations. There is still time to pre-register to receive various rewards at the start of the game. There is also a Twitter campaign going on to commemorate pre-registrations. A follow and retweet campaign is being held to win an autograph signed by a voice actor/actress themselves. This campaign runs until the official release of the game. There's still no official date yet, but stay tuned for more information. Big news coming out of both versions of Grand Cross this week. On the JP side of the game, there was a damage calculation issue pertaining to Chandler's full counter skill. This error allowed Chandler to output more damage than this skill intended. The calculation error will be fixed with the maintenance, and as compensation, all players will receive 300 gems. That's not all that is coming with this maintenance though. A new Hawk Pass will be dropping, and with this new Hawk Pass comes a new UR outfit for Festival Zeldris. Fun fact, Festival Zeldris has received enough cosmetics to allow the full 5 cosmetics in each slot before Assault Mode Meliodas has. And Assault Mode is 4 months old, whereas Zeldris came out last week. All I'll ever know is pain. Alongside this Hawk Pass, we will also be getting a new legend difficulty for Final Boss King. Upon first clear, players will receive a crown cosmetic piece. There's a Hall of Fame for personal record, max leftover HP, highest damage dealt. This is all seen in the picture on the screen. The biggest update coming with this maintenance, however, is the introduction of level 90 for characters. Level 85 requires 3 SSR pendants, 1 6-star book, 30 Grey Wings, and 30 cores. Level 90 requires 3 SSR pendants, 1 6-star book, 30 Halix ears, and 40 cores. Over on Global, players will be getting the new update to Tower of Trials, 2 new collab events, and the beginning to introduce level 90. As you can see, Global is trying to sync up with JP and Korea. As compensation for trying to sync up the games and severely hindering players of content, Global players will be receiving 300 gems. Both Global and JP/KR will be receiving 300 gems as compensation. Alongside the compensation, both sides announced a Stranger Things collab around the same time as each other. Since JP mentioned April 29th, Global should be receiving it within the same week. That is all for this week's Gacha News. I'm your co-host Sly, signing us off here at 5-9 Gaming. Have a great weekend, everybody.